Hey, so this is part 2 for day 2, and we're going to cover harmonic dictation. So this is your next attendance grade. So for your attendance for day 2 is due, you get to choose which harmonic dictation you want to fill out. So you can find that, of course, on modules. So just to review, here are the chords that you know already for harmonic dictation. You know 1 chord and 1 6. 2, 2, 6. We know 4, 4, 6. We know 5, 5, 6. We know 5, 7 and its inversions. So 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 2. You know the 6 chord. So 6. 4. I dropped my marker and I can't find it. Here we go. So 6. We also know 7 diminished 6 and 7 diminished 7. We also know our 6/4 chords. So cadential 6/4. Passing 6/4. And neighbor 6/4. Eventually this semester, this first unit, we're gonna have 2, 7 and its inversions. So 2, 7, 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 2. And we could have 7 diminished 7 inversions, although that would be less likely. So when you fill out your harmonic dictation, do not use chords that we haven't covered. This happens every year. Somebody puts a 3 chord in. We don't do 3 chords until we modulate. We can modulate to the relative major, grand minor, but no 3 chords. Only use chords that you know. And one thing that I found helpful for students is to remember the basic harmonic progression when you're doing your harmonic dictations. What do I mean by the basic harmonic progression? Think about how chords flow. So I'm going to get rid of this passing 6/4, neighbor 6/4. I'll put it over here for you. I want you to think about what chords can go to what chord. So can a 4 chord go to a 7 chord? Can a 5 resolve to a 4 chord? Your basic harmonic progression is 3, can go to 6, 6 to 4, 2. They want to resolve to 5. 5 wants to resolve 7 to 1. Okay, hope you can see my flow chart. So as you know, the 1 chord can resolve to any chord. So 1 goes anywhere. 6 chord can go to a predominant 4 or 2, or 6 chord can go directly to 5. So this 6 can resolve to a 5 chord if it's functioning as a predominant, and vice versa, 5 can go to 6. So your 5 chord, it will either resolve to 6 if it's a deceptive cadence or a deceptive resolution. If not, it's going to go directly to 1. Okay? What you shouldn't have in your dictation is a 5 chord resolving to 4. 5 cannot resolve to 4 in traditional music. Maybe in popular music it can, but not for this purpose. So keep this in mind when you're doing your harmonic dictation. Also, just some things to remember. I won't set up the key for you for harmonic dictations. That's over, guys. So figure out the key, so either major or minor. But actually, you're given the first chord, so you know the key. But what you need to listen to is the cadence. Once you figure out the cadence, then really you have half the progression complete. And the reason I say that is because if we end on tonic, this is my tonic functioning chord, my dominant functioning chord, my predominant. So if my cadence is an authentic cadence ending on 1, that means the chord before it has to be some type of dominant chord. We hardly ever see 7, so I'm going to cross it out for you. So if I end on tonic, the chord before tonic is going to be some type of 5 chord, either just 5 by itself or cadential 6/4. So I have tonic, my cadence before tonic is going to be dominant. Before dominant, you should have some type of predominant. So either a 4 or a 2 chord, which would typically be in first inversion. So 2 is the stronger predominant than 4. So typically it'll be 2 or 4. We normally won't see a 6 chord going to 5 in this course. So the predominant would be one of these two. I already told you we're not going to see 3, so we can cross this out. Now that we know our chord progressions. So even now we're only working with 1, 2, 3, 5 chords in different inversions. So once you get that cadence, if it's an authentic cadence, that's great. On a half note, before that it's going to be dominant. So some type of 5. Like I said, cadential 6/4 or just regular 5. Before that, the predominant. So that's half the dictation right there for you. In the first measure, we always start on the 1 chord. So in measure 1, we're going to find something that's going to prolong tonic. So that can be maybe a passing chord. It can be 1 passing 6/4 to a 1/6, I don't know. Or it can be some type of neighbor chord, but something that's going to prolong tonic, okay? We usually, in the first chord, we're not going to have a 1 chord going to a 2 chord, unless that 2 goes directly to 5. So measure 1, we're prolonging tonic. Measure 2, we're going to a cadence, so predominant, dominant tonic. So always listen to your bass line, try to figure out some chord possibilities, then notate your soprano. The inner voices are not required, but they're always extra credit. And if you get stuck on the chord, listen to the chord quality. Ask yourself, is it major or minor? That will eliminate some of your options and your choices, depending on if you're in major or a minor key, or if the chords diminish. We're not going to have any augmented chords, of course, in the dictation. So like I said, for attendance grade, you choose 1A or 1B for harmonic dictations. And if you have any questions, just email me, guys. I know this is a atypical semester, but we'll get through it. So yeah, send me an email if you need me. Bye.